Hey y'all, Asha Cerise here, back with another weekend recap. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you do that now. So Friday, as you can see, was quite a rainy day. And you know, it's that time of the month for your girl. TMI for some, but we grown over here. So I was just kind of feeling a little gloomy anyway. I was matching the weather. So I had my popcorn and my snack, and I was just chilling on the couch watching me on TV. I was watching some of my old podcasts. I went to sleep very late and had to rush and get up the next day because I had a client. As you can see, I had to throw on the same dress. I am so grateful for virtual sessions. So after we completed our session, I went on ahead and showered and got ready for the day and put on some clothes and headed on to an event. I'll let you know where that event was in just a second. As you can see, I was vibing out in the car. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have nothing to wear, so I had to throw a look together. I was kind of having a bad hair day, so I said, let me just throw on this head wrap. You can never go wrong with a good head wrap. A Cool Weirdos t-shirt representing my brand. I threw on some army pants, and I had on some slides, but I had to switch into some tennis shoes, and I'll show you why in a sec. So there I am vibing out to, I think I was listening to some H-Town. I got my shades on, and I was just enjoying the scenery. The drive is actually not that far from my house. I'm pretty much 40 minutes from everywhere in the city, so that's kind of the norm for me. But it is a very scenic route. So you're going through the lakes and the rivers and the mountains and the trees. So I wanted you all to kind of get a taste of how scenic the ride was. It wasn't as long as it seems, but it was very scenic, very peaceful. You start getting further and further closer to Chace Village, which is where the event was held. So when you get to Chace Village, you got to kind of drive into the woods. This is 73 acres of land. So I parked the car. I ended up realizing I had to switch shoes. So let me show y'all who greeted me when I arrived. None other than Keith and Alan. Keith and Alan. Cuckoo. What's good? Yo, come on. Come on out. Oh my God. Hey. No, don't eat my shoes. Come out. Come on. Come on. Hey. No. Yo. You are really in this car. Come on out of here. Don't eat my shoes. Come out. Come out. Oh, Lord. Come on out.
20 minutes away from the Atlanta airport. Our goal is to develop a membership-driven, multi-incubated agriculture, education, and hospitality. That's what we do here. And so we're going to do a quick tour to show y'all what we got going on this year. We're recruiting memberships and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the house. Mi Casa. So the house right there, that will be hosting our artist residency program.
So yes, after I got the goat out the car, I don't know if it was Keith or Alan, Tyree, the owner right there. He told me which one it was, but I can't remember. I joined the group and we took a tour of the land, and Tyree told us all about the amazing opportunities and the growth that are coming soon to Chace Village. This brother right here, him and his wife provided the food for the event, and they are already members of Chace Village. So he was just telling us about his experience so far and about how exciting it is to work with Tyree and to be a part of this community. Tyree was telling us about how amazing the land is there. It's built on quartz, and there's gold and all type of crystals on the land. As you can see, look at the sun, the way it's shining, the way it's beaming on us. We went over to, there's a little area where there's a creek, And yes, they did say that there was a big old snake out there earlier that day, so I was very relieved that I missed that part. I'm still working on making my peace with snakes. You know, I know that we have to coexist in this world, and you know, this land is their land. But I wasn't ready to encounter one that day, so I'm glad we didn't. So I had to face my fears walking over that bridge. Tyree did help me over the bridge, so I was thankful for everybody that was there. It's a beautiful property. There's so many great plans in the works, and I'm not even going to spoil it. Just if you want to check out what Chace Village is about and what it has to offer and what the memberships are about, I will tag their information in the caption so you can learn more about it. There is a lake there where you can do your little paddle boating. There are fish there. He teaches fishing on Sundays. Keenan, the artist, did that painting right there, and you know, everybody was just having a vibe. There's the dog. I think his name is Bear, but maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But we were having such a great time talking and vibing. I didn't even record anything else after that moment. As you can see, I left when it was dark. And I took myself home and turned on The Jacksons and American Dream. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up watching this. I've seen it so many times. I know all of the words. I know all of the scenes, but it has been so long since I watched it. It was the nostalgia for me. And just seeing their story, you know, I told y'all in a previous video that I love biopics, biographies, podcasts, anything that shows people's story in detail. And the amount of work that these young men put in to get their family up out the hood is just beautiful. And, you know, they went through a lot with their dad, but hey, they made it. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. That's the scene where Diana Ross calls on little Michael to come up there and sing with her. When I tell y'all, I don't know how many times I cried watching this movie, or it's a series, but watching this the other night or this weekend. I don't know if I'm a crybaby, if it was because, you know, my little visitor was in town, or if it was the nostalgia, or if it was just the touching story. But the combination of everything, I was just a little crybaby through every part, from the little Michael, where he did his first little recital, everything. But anywho, Sunday came, me and my mom went to Marietta Square. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but my mom was out of town for like 3 weeks, so I've been kind of solo dolo. So she's bike. So we went, as I was craving some smoothies. So I know of a place out there that we were trying to get some smoothies from. So we just took the scenic route, walked around. It was a nice day. I was sleeveless at first because the sun was out, the weather was nice, the temperature was warm. But then I had to switch it up a little later because it had cooled down once the sun started going down. But we walked all the way over to the place, and they had the nerve to be closed. So a lot of things over there were closed on Sundays, so that's all right. So I said, okay, I got a trick for y'all. The actual Marietta Square hub center, whatever this thing here is called, I know of a place in there that got some smoothies, so let's go over there. It's this place called Yamaste. And we ordered our smoothies. I had to customize mine to make sure that it was vegan. And that's what they look like. They were actually pretty good. I could have used a little bit more agave in mine. It wasn't as sweet. So anyway, we left there after we people watched. And I went back home and finished watching American Dream. And as you can see, I'm tearing up and I'm singing along. And that was my weekend.